Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today, taking flight in the Airbus A320neo in easyJet colours, on a flight from here in Düsseldorf to London Luton. So, flight time is about 1 hour and 25, 1 hour 30 minutes. We're currently on the ground. We have full ATC for the departure, most of the cruise as well as approach at Luton today, so should have quite lots to talk about as well. And yeah, it should be pretty strong flight overall. So, jump to the cockpit, set the aircraft up and prepare ourselves for our flight today. We are using PACX, but you notice there's no HUD, because for some reason the HUD's not appearing at the bottom screen now. I'm not quite sure what's playing up with that today, but we'll just have to fly without it for now, see if we try and fix it for tomorrow's stream. How am I doing? Not too bad, guys. Not doing too bad. How about you all? Welcome all to the channel. Welcome all to the chat. Battery to come on. Switch all three ADs to nav. Snow power comes on. Crew oxygen active. Armed emergency lights. Nav lights on. Strobe lights automatic. And that's the main setup of that complete. I'll drop the flight tracking link on chat. So if you want to follow us today, we're easy8008. There's our tracking link for that. And well, until the fuel truck gets here, we'll then turn on the fuel pumps. I'll shut down the MCD and start programming that. Right. FMGC, let's get this thing going. So if we had to do the initialization, we are flying from, plug the waypoints in manually today since it's not a massive job for us today, only a few waypoints, but we're flying from Echo Delta Delta Lima to Echo Golf Golf Whiskey. Plugged in. Not in day space, probably just waiting to load. Let's try that again, shall we? Type properly, that is. Fuel truck, okay. Fuel required today is 13,102, 13,102 pounds of fuel. 13,8, 13,4, 12,6, 13, so 32%, that'll do us fine. Echo Golf Golf Whiskey. Our flight number today is U2 8008. We have a cost index of 40 and a cruising altitude at flight level 360, 36,000 feet. We'll align the IRS and we'll get that going. We are using the latest version of the A320neo, so we have got the all new flypad on the aircraft today. It should be very fun to look at. I've not actually seen this myself yet. It's the first time I'm actually looking at it in full detail, so definitely have a chance to kind of go into that in more detail. Hopefully see if everything works up to scratch. Simbrief. Let me quickly put my Simbrief username down at 2 seconds. Going to quickly hide the game. Does that not work yet? Or if it's just I don't know. Is there something I'm meant to press after putting the Simbrief username in? I don't know if there's a thing I'm missing out from Simbrief. There we go. There we go. That's what I wanted. So, flight plan's pulled in, aircraft position there, link MCDU, and that I believe just well, links MCDU anyway. So, have a look at the flight plan. There you go. Echo Delta Lima to Golf Whiskey. Iris is aligning. Jump down to flight plan. And we'll also load of passengers while we're now waiting at the ground. So, flying from Düsseldorf to Luton, U2 8008, 36,000 feet. Flight time is 1 hour 10 minutes. Departure is in approximately, so say quarter past departing now. It's going to do on the hour, but delayed by 15 minutes, so delayed by 15 minutes, so I would say 25 minutes from departure. A320neo, 137 people on board. No Wi-Fi, no entertainment, no boarding music. Safety briefing we do have for easyJet. Snacks we do get, meal service we don't. And with that, let's now start our boarding. I see Twitch chat's very active today. How are you guys doing on Twitch? Welcome everyone on YouTube as well. So let's yeah, I'm sure. So it's early days right now for the A320 flight tablet. It's still very much in the early days, but small details like, for example, my Simbrief flight plan you've now got on here as well. So you see our fuel numbers there. You can see our such low sheets. So fuels, yeah, lots that's in up at the moment. But as the aircraft gets to those developments, you'll get all of that funkier info later. But again, you can see that our call sign is easy8008. Düsseldorf Luton, Delta Lima to Golf Whiskey, 320, that's our tail code. Current weather is that. So yeah, it's got all your basic info. It's a very nice little stats. Got your departure weather, you got arrival weather, both with the meter installed. That's actually going to be very useful for the flights. I'm sure later on we'll be able to go into more detail with that. Right, let's plug in our flight plan, shall we? Starting with NetX. So if we go to here, plug in at NetX. Next we fly direct to Dibit. From Dibit we fly direct to Sondi. In fact, our entire flight's directs. There's no airways today, we just flying directs to all the waypoints. That doesn't often happen for us. Alright, so from Dibit we fly to Sondi. On the right side means that there'll be no airway waypoint mismatches because it's all plugged straight in. Saski to Summum. And then it's Edesi, our final waypoint. We will insert that, we'll greet the passengers, start the brightness, and then contact ATC for our clearance delivery. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard this easyJet flight 8008 from Düsseldorf to London Luton. Our time today is 1 hour and 10 minutes, just in the final stage of preparing the aircraft and hopefully departing in just a couple of moments. Weather not too bad at the moment, a few clouds en route, may get a little bit of turbulence, but for the most part shouldn't cause any problems. Otherwise, any questions, speak camera crew today. I'd like to hit back, relax, and enjoy a flight of easyJets today. So, I'll be addressed to the. Good evening, welcome to easyJet flight 8008 from Düsseldorf. Is my microphone buzzing by any chance? No, it's not. There's certainly a buzz in the background there, which I don't recognise from the usual microphone. Right, we'll check our ATC, so we'll be tuning into 121.905. 905 or 950? 905. We check the ATIS information as well, so Delta Lima on the ground, currently information Romeo, so currently looking at 6 knot winds, 060 at 3 knot winds, plus visibility, black clouds 4,200, 7 degree integration 0.6, GH1011, departure runway is 05 right. So we'll plug that in as well, departure 05 right. We're expecting the NetX 3 Zulu departure. NetX 3 Zulu, perfect. Input that, no transition, insert that, and we will now be good to go. Let's contact tower, and let's get our clearance. Can you do a tutorial on PACX? Already done one aviation news, already done the tutorial on PACX. In the card and the feedback in front of you. If you're not able Hello there, Düsseldorf ground, this is Easy 8008 requesting IVAO copy to London Luton.
Now's the time to get out any last minute text messages if you need to, but we ask that once we depart from the gate you put away
Easy 8008 clear destination Luton via the United 3 Zulu departure route 105 right, climb 5,000 feet, squawk 3102.
Easy A008 is cleared to Luton via the NetX 3 Zulu departure at runway 03, right for departure squawk 3102, and apologies, it's Romeo, information Romeo we've also got.
Easy 8008, 3 pickers correct, course for push and start.
Right, 3102. So cleared via the NetX departure, runway 05 right, that's correct. Squawk 3102, perfect. We'll plug in our initial 5,000 climb. There we go, initial climb 5,000, and we'll call them back when we're ready for push and start. Back to the FMS, we'll plug in our performance for departure. We're using flaps 1 for takeoff. Have they fixed that finally? Yes, they have. They've actually fixed THS, it's nice to see. Flex temp is 72 with a V speed of V1, 123, 124, and 128. Transition altitude 5,000. So we've now plugged in the aircraft, that's all ready to go. We shall get ourselves going a couple of minutes, squawking, altimeter 1011. ARS is lined, APU starts. PACX is the passenger crew add-on aviation news, not the ATC. The ATC is IVAO. Nice and quiet right here in Düsseldorf right now. Not too many airplanes around. There's myself, there's another EasyJet behind us, and just a few planes dotted around here and there. Also, for those who are interested and use the IVAO network, I've actually uploaded a mod for IVAO. So, default model matching IVAO at the moment, I guess it's a little bit more limited in regards to what it has or it doesn't have. So what I've done is I've put a link in the chat. I've upgraded the IVAO model matching so that people who fly on the IVAO network now have more AI aeroplanes of more different variants to spot. So, if you use IVAO and get upgraded AI, feel free to use the download link in the chats. Are you the tower there, Max? Very nice. I'll be talking to you in just a couple of moments, hopefully. Yeah, so you guys tuned in. I was looking at the sensors earlier. ATC's kind of died down a little bit in the area, but I have noticed that Düsseldorf, both ground and tower, have recently reconnected, so thought I'd lost you for a moment, but no, you guys are there and ready to talk, so hello Max, talking to you in a moment. Let me make sure my overlay is also correct. I think something's gone wrong. Well, not wrong, but I've not updated everything. Yes, to flight sim. Passenger boarded, so everybody's now on board and ready to fly. Do apologise. Need to quickly sort out a few things on the right hand side, and that one. Perfect. Right, APU starting, just waiting for that to, well, available now, so APU will be set. Wait a few seconds, power through the systems, external power comes off. Off the anti-ice for now, since there's no real need for it. Cloud's not quite as bad as they were earlier. Quite a bit of coverage, but has certainly died down a bit. Let's now jump out to the FMS, that's all fine. Departure's all set. I'm ready for pushback, I think. Let's let our pushback zoomer, just contact ground and let them know that we're ready to get moving. Also, let me turn on the Twitch flight tracker as well. Easy 8008 is ready for push and start.
Easy 8008, push and start approved facing west.
Push and start approved facing west for Easy 8008. So I can use pushback zoomer, so again I do need to go silence now for a couple of moments while we do the pushback, but ground from flight deck. Now just going to wait for the target to connect the aeroplane. As soon as it does, we'll then call ground again.
10 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please
And get
make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten
Are you
your
ground,
seatbelt and make sure that
sorry,
all
Max
safety
ground, your
rules
tower,
and
this jet's
seatbacks are
very
in a full
nice.
upright and locked position for departure.
Nice to have
Cabin
the
crew secure doors
the
for
Düsseldorf
departure.
family here in channel today. Rotterdam's at ATC. I'm fairly sure Rotterdam's active at the moment. In fact, Rotterdam was one of the more active airports today. Looking at the ATC, there's Tower Line right now, and earlier on there's quite a few flights in and out there. I actually considered Rotterdam earlier today, but then it kind of just died down a bit, so I switched over to Düsseldorf. Ground from flight deck.
Ground here. Yes, everything is ready down here, so release brakes.
Brakes released.
So let the ride begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screens for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take
You are
through
cleared
the
to
safety
start the
procedures on
engines
this
now.
aircraft. A safety card is in your seat pocket.
Turn facing west.
You must adopt
Okay,
if you hear
let me turn you to a
brace,
western
brace.
course.
There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle, and 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor lighting will guide you to an exit. Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, leave all cabin baggage on board. times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and
Stop,
mouth.
push back.
Hold in place
Okay,
with the strap.
I'm stopping now.
Pull on
Please
each
tell when
side
the
to
parking
adjust.
brakes are set.
Put on your
Brakes
own mask
set.
before helping others.
Okay, I'll let you go now.
Land on
Have a
water.
nice
Take the
flight.
life jacket from under
There
your
we go.
seat.
Engine 2
Put it
stable.
over your head.
Engine 1 starting up. Push
Have
button
the tapes
disconnecting. Before I do a flight control check, and I've got both Düsseldorf ground and tower online just confirming this, there are no taxiway lines at the airport. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get my moving today, because there are, well, I think there's some markings on the main taxiways outside of this bit, but where I am right now, there are no taxiway lines and no markings to guide me to where I'm going, so I'll have to go up the ground chance for that. It's not difficult taxi guide looks thing, so that's alright. Let's have a look. Echo Delta, Delta Lima. Do we have a ground map for Düsseldorf? We do. So we're currently down here in the Charlie section. I can see that we'll push out to the open bit in front of us before making a right, and then just kind of connecting taxiway wherever we kind of see an entry point. This will be interesting, but I'm looking for what's a Lima 7 onto Whiskey pilots things here. We'll contact ground. We'll get the full gist things from them. Flaps 1, engines 1 and 2 are stable, so turn off the ignition. APU comes off. It's a good Düsseldorf in Marketplace. Is there, Diego? In that case, I'll try and check that out for the next time we fly here. It's early days for Microsoft Flight Sim, even though I'm starting to lose track of which add-ons are coming out, which ones are not, because there's just so many these days. It's genuinely amazing. There's a time back when I knew every single add-on just on the count of my fingers, but no, it's all coming out now. Right, elevators active, ailerons active, rudder active, speed brakes active. Cool. So we'll now arm the brakes. Flaps are in the number 1 position. Easy 8008 is ready to taxi.
Easy 8008, taxi holding point 05 right, via Papa 4, contact tower 118345, bye bye.
Taxi to 05 right holding point via Papa 4 and contact tower 118.345 for Easy 8008. Right, parking brakes released. Let's get going. FPS getting about a solid 30, I'd say right now. Solid 30 FPS. It's not a difficult sim to run this. It's 305. I'll make sure I change that for my notes. That's while we're taxiing to wherever the taxiway is. Let's get it on the standby. 118305. Yes, BT, I am playing on PC. Right, I can see a taxiway here, so we'll make a right-hand turn and hope that this is the right way. ATC, I'm using IVAO, Encrypted Ninja. I'm using IVAO for ATC today. Right, there we go. That's what we wanted. Do you load the payload from the brief? Yes, I do, Alan. Yes, I do. Let's try and get as close to the sim brief payload as possible. Can't always get it exact, but try and get things as close as possible for the sake of getting the numbers in correctly. So make a left, taxi down this section here. Runway's just in front of us now, so I'm there very shortly. Today's flight level is flight level 360. Sushi Guy, flying at 36,000 feet, flight level 360. Also, make sure my taxi lights are on, another thing I should probably remember, as well as beacon lights. I'm starting to forget it all today, am I? It's been a long day working there on a few mods for Flight Sim. I've done like about, I don't know, it's been years since I last did a proper mod on Flight Sim, so I released today for the IVAO model matching. Definitely kind of a one-off potentially, but I don't know, I had a lot of fun kind of just getting into the sim, testing things, breaking things, seeing what works, which doesn't, and we'll go from there. Right, so do pretty so brakes set, cabin check, do the takeoff config, tune tower now. Hello there, tower, this is Easy A008 now approaching hard point for runway 05 right.
Easy 8008, Düsseldorf Tower, very good evening. Wind variable 2 knots, runway 05 right, clear for takeoff, have my flag, goodbye.
Clear for takeoff for Easy A008, thank you very much. Right, so we can take a clearance, we'll turn on the landing lights. Make sure that the TCAS is set. Cabin crew, seat for takeoff please. Give the cabin crew takeoff warning. Cabin crew, seat for takeoff please. Let's get ourselves going, shall we? So initial climb 5,000. Given control to approach, and they'll give us the further clearance when we departed. Throttle up 50, 1-2 stable, up to flex. knots, 100 knots, V1 rotates. Positive right, gear up.
Easy 8008, when airborne contact Unicom, correction monitor Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
Unicom 12.8 for Easy 8008. Thank you very much. Take care and good night. Now departing from Düsseldorf, got the seat on the right hand side. Very nice indeed. So we'll pitch down to 10 degrees. Bring the throttle back to climb power. We will switch Unicom 122.8 and we'll go right past the 5,000 climb on Unicom. We'll go head up to our cruising altitude 86,000 and we'll let the aircraft do all the control for that. So 36 sets, autopilot's active, flaps up. Ground spoilers we will reset. So we've got a company message from someone. Someone's obviously trying to get in contact with us on the Atsu free chats. Let's see what we've got. So sensory on received. We've received two messages from Iberia 125. One says hello. The other one says have a nice flight. Thank you Iberia 125. Let me just quickly print that message out. Let's send you a return, shall we? So not with a request, we'll go to you. Was it IBE1 IBK? It was IBE125. U space 2. I'd do an exclamation mark or a smiley face, but unfortunately you don't get any brackets or colons or anything like that, so sadly it'll just be a U2. Does Twitch still say train some more? Yeah, change that. Cheers for pointing it out. Safe for second departure. Aircraft running smooth. Absolutely no problems for us today. There we go. Twitch now been updated. Cheers, Alex. It's doing a lot of train smart recently, so just bit of a mix up on that. Make sure I send the altimeter. Make sure that we are on landing lights above 10,000. To be fair, it'll probably be too long till we turn off seatbelt sign. We've got a large turn coming up now, so I made the left hand turn. And after that, the aircraft pretty much levels off. So I made the left hand turn, and then we'll switch off the seatbelt sign and give our passengers their freedoms back. We are climbing out. So far, so good. Looking at the passengers, make sure there's anybody we recognise on board. Any famous people, any names? The answer is probably not today. Probably not. Nope, maybe one of you guys in the chat may recognise someone. Yes, 787 channel, we are flying the Boeing. We're flying the Airbus A320neo today. We are flying the A320neo. I think, well, this weekend we're going to try to do a couple of streams. Try and do a mix of 320 and A321. And I'm also going to see if I can try and maybe get something a bit bigger for the tomorrow morning stream as well. From Melbourne to, I think I'm going to do Melbourne to Wellington, but I haven't confirmed it yet. But Melbourne will definitely be doing a departure from, as one of the controllers there doing an exam, which I always try and tag along with, give them something to suffer with. Yes, I will fly the A320 from Project Megapack when that comes, doing flights from, I think it's Singapore to Doha. I've had a lot of requests for that one, so it's Singapore to Doha when the A330 comes out. 377, which you prefer? 737. I've always been with a Boeing person. I've always liked my 737s. So as soon as that comes out, Microsoft Flight Sim, either Megapack or PMDG, we're definitely doing a lot of 737 flights. Why is ATC always the same person? What do you mean by that, Celesio? ATC, they're not the same person every time, I can tell you that. It's a fact. When are you going to make a tutorial video for 22 Megapack? Tutorial for what? Car Roblox. Tutorial for what? Because it's just a simple process of drag and drop the community folder, and then the setup's the same as the default A320. Don't be fooled by the nice weather, it's been raining all day. Oh yes, I'm sure it has been. I can check the weather meter on live weather. So yeah, it's playing the Düsseldorf weather right now. Showing that it's not too bad, plus some visibility at 4,200, but otherwise not looking too bad. And that's... Garrison Express from Plymouth to Paddington. No, there isn't, Vanessa. It goes from Paddington to Reading. You're in a good mood, just finished your longest flights from Dublin to Tokyo. Not bad. Stop over in New Delhi. Gosh, that is a flight there. Dublin to Delhi to Tokyo. That's a fair flight, that. 15 hours. I can imagine you are very tired after that. Monitor, I'm just using some Samsung 23-inch curved monitor of some sort. I don't know the model name exactly. It's like a CHF 300001 whatever, something like that. But it's just some 23-inch Samsung curved monitor. You're on the ground at Luton there, Warjet. Very nice. Hopefully, see you on my show. It's not a long flight. It's an hour and 10 minutes, so I'm sure you will still be around for that. What we're going to do is we're going to skip, well, flights of VBAX. We're going to skip Netex and Dibir, and we're going to go straight to Sondi. It's a bit of an interesting departure we've got there, so we'll skip a few of those waypoints. We'll go straight to Sondi, rather than curve myself in. Just go out again. I can imagine that if we're on ATC right now, that'd be a direct point they'd give us anyway. Also confirming is no. Amsterdam centres are flying now. We may get someone in top of France, Paris Control, probably not. Luton Tower's online. They may disconnect, but I hope they'll still be online. Luton Ground, well, hopefully. Oh, you in chat? Ah, Kappa, if you're in chat as well, then hopefully that's a sign that you'll be online for landing. That's always good. I always like having a control for approaching, well, takeoffs and landings. Tower's always good. Centre's good as well, but if you can get the towers for the takeoff and landings, that's always always a good bet. Strobes are off. Yes, I don't know why. I've set them to automatic, but for some reason it just doesn't quite like the automatic mode. Right, I'm gonna fly direct to Sondi now. So that's, like I say, just saves from flying a slightly weird departure path out. Just go straight to the direction we need to be going. We'll let the aircraft level off, and then we'll switch off the seatbelt sign. 16 gigs for this game. It worked alright, Milos. I mean, before I upgraded to 32 gigs, 16 gigs did me no problem. The main reason I upgraded to 32 was because of the streaming side of things. I mean, I could run 16 without streaming, no problem. I upgrade to 32 just because OBS. You kind of get, just get that extra bit of room to move around, but yeah, should be alright. 16 gigs. Call you Coco. No worries, Coco. Samsung Flight Sim go up to 250 gig of storage. 25 gig storage. Yes, it can. Usage for RAM. In fact, right now we are using how many? We are using. We're only using 14 gigs right now. I'm sure I'll get a bit busier as we get towards Luton, which of course we're using UK 2000 scenery for, and so the scenery packs again can get a bit heavier on that, but generally not too bad. We'll turn off the seatbelt sign now, give passengers their freedoms, and enjoy ourselves a nice hour or so of cruise. Not too bad, Rust Bucket, not too bad. So far, so good.
The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move about the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when seated in case of unexpected
Setup tour. There's nothing really to see, Vanessa. I've just got a standard desktop. I've got two monitors. My desktop's behind it. Throttle, stick, train sim controller in the middle. It's nothing special. It's just a generic desktop computer with an extra train handle thing in the middle. It's nothing particularly special. Next A330 flights. So next A330 flight will likely be Singapore to Doha or Doha to Singapore, as I've had a lot of requests for that. When the question will be, not sure. Whenever the 330 releases from Megapack, which looks like it's not too far away now, so a lot of activity going on in the Megapack server. Oh, actually, another thing to talk about as well. Where is it? I've closed Discord. Do you guys know of, I think it's the TAP. Yes, the TAP Designs C-Series. It's another project that's coming out at the moment. And actually recently they've definitely picked things up a bit. So another thing to look out for as well. Why is it always very busy flights in 18 Europe as to other continents on that sim? Well, we're using IVAO now, not that sim, Danny, but on IVAO, similar kind of story, because a lot of sims come from the US or Europe, and so you'd expect those areas to be a bit busier. And likewise, time of day. If you were to log in at 3 in the morning, then expect wherever you're from. So 3 in the morning in the UK, it's like midday in, say, India or Japan, and so those times of day, expect more Asian users rather than European American users. It really depends where you are and popularity of both networks. Release date for Flight Control Replays, no release date yet, Diego, but I could probably say within the next 2 weeks. We're now in the final Beta 5 version, and if there's no issues with Beta 5, then I can imagine that will be the version that gets released. How long's flight? An hour and 10 minutes, Evan. An hour and 10 minutes. Is it worth overclocking GPU for Microsoft Flight Sim? Yes, it is, Waleed. I've overclocked my GPU for this, and it works an absolute dream. If you can overclock, definitely overclock. You're new here. How can you have so many aeroplanes like easyJet, Etihad Emirates? It's a mod, Urban Dolar. It's called the Liveries Megapack. Let me see if I can get you the installer for it link. So some mods that you can download for liveries in Microsoft Flight Sim. And that's the manager for it right there. It's beautiful, isn't it, Philip? It's an absolutely stunning view today. A few clouds, for the most part, looking very clear. Pardon me, looking very clear. This is Microsoft Store version of Light Treatments. This is, pardon me, I've got hiccups now. Microsoft Store. Train throttle, I got it directly from Roger themselves. X keys. Imported it from the US. Flight Control Replays will come out this week. Expected to create 2nd of Feb. Yeah, so, like I say, we're on the very final beta right now, and if that version works fine, then I can imagine it's straight out. Lucy Favour Airport, it's very nice. Landing in about... Again, if I had the HUD, I could tell you. Well, there's still the clock at the top there, 21:49. Well, 29 minutes, 39 minutes until arrival. It's not a long flight, this one. Watch the speed. Yeah, we're a little slow, but just keep things up a bit. Does overclocking reduce your GPU's life? If you do it too much, Alan, then yes, but if you do it to reasonable levels, then you can generally get the GPU going on without too much of a reduction. And likewise in my case, as I know that I've got a new graphics card on the way, the 3080, I'm now 254, and you're getting it 254, so still a wait, but no doubt we'll hopefully get here soon. Even if I end up killing this card rather quickly, it won't matter too much. Your speed heading's messed up on the flyby, just goes up in tens. That happens sometimes when you're scrolling. I don't know. There's a certain rate of scroll which jumps it from singles to tens. It does change back eventually. Alternatively, you can just click on the side, and that does it one by one. So click, 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 and that does it one by one. Turn on your stove and 25 degrees in your room. Now doing a flight over 4 hours and the game crashed. Ouch. Where were you flying to, Dead Hard? Doing India to New York flights? Maybe one day, Evan. Maybe one day. Do a flight from Delhi to New York. Delhi, Goa, or Chennai, perhaps. Favourite plane? Either the 737 or 747 for Morgan. The 73 or 74. I've changed that Kingsley on Twitch. At least I should have changed it. Let me just double check it again. But it should now read YouTube on sorry, Microsoft Flight Sim on Twitch. Let me just quickly double check it again. Big joystick, very nice, George. You enjoy it? You know what's the king it gets? Which type you gone for? Yeah, it does say Microsoft Flight Sim. Just refresh your page. How did you first go around today? What happened to RV? Was it an interesting call sign aircraft in the runway, as we had on our last attempt? We'll say, since the last stream, I have very much upped the level of moderation, both on the auto mod and also try to get my moderators to get themselves back on the stream a little bit more often. But yeah, after what happened last time, I'm going to try and avoid a repeat of that. Hand brake and train some mods using keyboard and mouse. So if it's a master controller, you can use the A and D controls. If you're using the independent brakes, it's the semicolon and comma, sorry, semicolon and apostrophe keys, or the closed square brackets. You can use the tutorials or the key commands to check. Why your 787L nav doesn't work? Not sure, silent treatments. Not sure. Not many people say it's not working, so I'd say check your flight plan in your case. Not going too bad, Brad. Not going too bad. So far, so good. Currently over cruise in Belgium right now. 95 feet per minute. Not bad. Not bad. Misapproach was a visual of runway 22. Control towards the turn or get Tommy turn the wrong way. How does Tower Taste get a wrong way? Whoops. We don't talk about the last stream, Alan. We don't talk about last stream. It was not one to remember. What's your favourite plane Microsoft Flight Sim? Well, the 747, I'd say, silent treatment. I do adore 74s. Fantastic aircrafts in the sim. Well, not perfect. It gives you the range. It gives you the range. The one update is this Wednesday, Kingslayer. It's out on the 4th. Sorry, not the 4th. It comes out on the... It comes out on either the 9th or 10th. Can't quite remember. It's either Tuesday or Wednesday, the 9th or 10th. The UK update comes out. And so you can be sure with the flight and that. Once you activate the approach mode on the MCDU, performance. Top of descent, I'd say. So as you go through top of descent, Gerard, also plug in your performance, as that's where you can put your winds, your runway flats, that kind of stuff. Just the top of the descent, you'll input your performance. Doing your longest flights from Heathrow Singapore next plane, very nice in there, sir. You enjoy it. My longest flight was also next plane. It flew from London to Perth. London to Perth, that was about 18.5 hours. Then did a 30-minute turnaround, and then flew from Perth to Melbourne. So in total for both legs, it was about 22.5 hours. Did a charity stream for that one, so well worth it. And yeah, it's quite a bit of money for the Red Cross. So we should be crossing the English Channel very shortly. You can kind of see where the coastline is at the moment. It's a bit hazy, the weather, a bit of haze to the ground, but for the most part, visibility not looking too bad. ATC is still active at Luton, which is good to see. Good to know that, well, like I say, both town ground chatting in the stream today, so hopefully they'll be sticking around for another 30 minutes or so. In fact, so let's have a look at the traffic here at Luton. Okay, so it's just me on the inbound. There was an aircraft that departed, well, is going to depart soon, by the looks of things. I know it's going to arrive soon, yeah. Already departed the British Airways. Inbound to my easyJet 8008. Take a look at the flight pad. Sure thing, David. So, right now we are here just at Belgium. That's the weather brightness, I think. So, just outside of Belgium right now. I've gone and lost my plane. Well done, Drawyah. So, there it is. So, yeah, currently of Belgium. Just like on the border of Netherlands. Eventually, we have a right-hand turn to make, which gets us into a more northerly heading approach towards Luton. Weather in Luton right now is 1008 millibars, 1305 knot winds, 5 degrees centigrade 2.4. Yeah, plus some visibility, no clouds in the air by those things. Very nice. So our ETA is 22:15. Sorry, departed at 20:45, arrived at 22:15. So far, so good. Yeah, the timing's also a little bit off because there was a bit of a late thing I just slapped together. What FTG approach max approach mode? So when you're on descent and your landing system's turned on, you have two magenta diamonds that appear on the landing guidance. When both of them hit the centre of the landing system, then you activate approach mode. Flying close to the Dutch province of Zeeland right now. That's where the name New Zealand came from. Very nice. How come we don't use VATSIM? Long story, Jamie. Long story. When does flight control replay comes out? Within a week. Travelographer comes out within a week. Can you check your caps lock, George? Looks like your caps lock is stuck. Anybody know what the iPad in the aircraft is? It's called FlyTab, so it's a function that comes out with the A320neo mod for the A320. Basically, it just adds a more realistic, well, it adds an EFB, adds like a little flight logbook thing to your left there. And, yeah, it's just again a small little thing that does work rather good. How do you activate tablets with the A320neo mod? So you download the A320neo, the latest version, dead to not center my camera. There we go. Logs not IVAO. I don't know what to do. Now you check your mail. Well, with any network I aviation use, it's just a case of practice. Learn the basics and the flow of chat, and eventually we'll be in no time. Do you recommend joystick for beginner? Absolutely, George. If you get yourself a flight stick, even better. But even a joystick like this, Xbox controller, so much better than just using the keyboard and mouse to fly. So much better. Captain, I believe it's only on Captain's side of the tablet. Co-pilot side is still just an empty tablet holder. Do you have the Ethernet in your package folder? No, I don't, Diego. My Ethernet is in my community folder, like most other people's as well. Welcome, Braders. How are you doing? Welcome to the chats. How are you today, Braders? How come you don't use the fancy Neo livery on easyJets? Honest answer, I'm not a fan of it. I do much prefer just the blank easyJet swoosh. So it always just says Neo on the side there, little engine fan blade in the O. No, I've never been a fan of the Neo livery. I like this plain old boring one. Right, so we need to probably for about 10 surely. 36,000 feet, so 369, 6, 12, 18, 108 miles from the airport. We need to start descent, 108 miles. If we well, if we start putting our approach information, at Luton it is, check the ATIS. Arrival runway is, or both runways, departure arrival 07, so plug that in. ILS 07 on the Edesi 1 Quebec approach. Edesi 1 Quebec. But that's no approach fires. Insert that. I imagine it's going to look like a mess now because the approaches are. Yeah, what on earth is that? Yeah, that doesn't look right. Also, for 08, it takes you in via the north. Yeah, I'm just gonna vector myself in for this approach because that is a catastrophe. That's not an approach. That is just a catastrophe. Oh my word, that needs work. I don't think there's any recovery of that. I'm looking at ways I'll try and fix it, but I don't think there is any way I can even think about recovering that. I might get away with a direct to Charlie Foxtrot 07. Guy got the runway right, had problems with another aircraft. Did you, Coco? Well, an aircraft coming in by the 2 outside, very nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just vector ourselves into 07, hope for the best, because that flight plan doesn't quite work for me. Go faster stripe, sounds about right. Let's plug my performance for the arrival. We'll pull the weather from here. So options, sorry, not options. Atsu, menu, weather, send. Wait for the message to arrive. Seriously, what is that? I mean, well, we go to a Edesi, that's fine. And then that star takes us into the, in fact, let's have a look. What is it meant to... Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Star, runway, so it's not 25107. All runways. What was it? It was the Edesi 1 Quebec. So it'll work for us. Star, runway 07, initial approach at radio control. VOR to northeast, northeast, on east. Boarding codes, DME standard arrival for Banva, Finma, Logan. North approach via ASCII, Bravo Kilo, Starline, Laurel, Logan. Yeah, I think vector ourselves in is probably the best option we've got. Rotate that. We could try it. Actually no, because that's again an Abbott's for the north. I want the south. And I think my runway's confused. Can't be. Runway 07's from the south, isn't it? Yes, yes it is. I'm going insane. Hang on, I'm really getting myself confused now. Well, not quite at descent yet. Well, we nearly are. Luton Airports. Runway 07 is... yeah, it's the one that comes in via the south, London side. So... we'll start our descent to 10,000. Speed to map 0.75. Let's see what we can try and figure out. What are you looking for? You got you. I'm trying to look for an Edesi chart. Edesi charts for runway 07. Edesi for runway 07. No matter what I look for, so you're still vectoring via Abbott, that's fine. Because just look at that embarrassment. In fact, I want to know, what waypoint are you trying to send us to? What is this trying to do to us? So follow the approach in. And then all of a sudden it decides... See, it doesn't even know. There's no waypoint there. It just decides that it gets lost. Thank you, Dead Hand, for becoming a sponsor. Welcome to economy class. You can enter the aircraft through doors. Make a right at the doors, please. Leave luggage in the overhead locker or in the seat back in front of you. Sit back, relax, enjoy your flights. Thank you, Dead Hand. You are a star. Much appreciated. It's an SE1 Quebec we're looking at, Brad. Yes, Diego, that is a bug with the navigation. That shouldn't be doing that. Oh boy. We'll get there eventually. Welcome Wolf, welcome Josh, how are you both doing? Welcome to Champions Chats. How are you today? How are you both doing? So far, so good. The aircraft's not going to nosedive off us today, which is a benefit as always. Sometimes it decides that it wants to send at 6,000 feet per minute. And those sending rates are generally not appreciated. For now, not looking too bad. Gonna come regular. Well, welcome Barlow. Hope we have you here for the long run. Sent you the Audacity on Discord. Thank you very much. Oh, hang on. Brad as well, sorry. If you're still here, Brad, sorry. It should have popped up saying you've upgraded to first class. So you, Brad, can now enter the doors, make a left-hand turn, sit in the front of the aircraft. As always, overhead luggage in the overhead or in the seat back in front of you. Sit back, relax, enjoy your flights. Let's figure out what these are. Let's figure out what this approach is trying to do, and what the airplane thinks it wants us to do. Let's have a look. Right, so, yeah, so Audacity up to LARPA. LARPA to KC. Does that get that right? The answer is... So it does. It does get us from LARPA, KC into Abbott. I'm trying to get rid of some of these dead points here. KC... Where's Abbott? Is the question. Is that there? It's Bravo Kilo Yankee. Oh, there's Abbott. Okay. So KC. Gee, what is? So go to KC, do a 180 to Abbott. See what I mean? This is a strange thing. This thing's doing to us. Right. Can't get the user point. Bravo Kilo Yankee we can't get rid of. Which is a shame, 'cause that's what I want to get rid of right now. And there's that one waypoint that goes into the God knows where. Can't get rid of that one. Can't get rid of that one. We'll go to Abbott and figure out from there. Can't release it for some reason, Martin. User is here to stay. Use ATC as you pass Abbott to flight level 130. Roger that. Let's go away, Firefox. Luton Tower is 132.555. I've got that on the standby. As soon as we're ready to contact Luton Tower, we'll do so straight away. Just reconfigure the arrival direct to runway that's done direct to Abbott. Good shouts. Let's see if it's going to work on our side today. So we'll select the runway. Select no star. Transition none. Can we erase it is the question. I don't think we can, because again, this thing doesn't have the functionality for that. Or I can just clear my arrival away. There's an Abbott 1 Zulu. Looks a bit messy. Well, it can't be much worse than what we've already got. Let's have a look. No Vias. For the love of God, no Via. Look at that. So we come in... Oh, it gets even better. Oh my word. Right, okay, so apparently we go to Advert, we then do a loop-the-loop at Buster, via Buster into Laurel, come back on ourselves before flying back into Advert, and then flying over the airport. We then have to port a... well... sorry, then we fly Charlie Foxtrot 07, stop somewhere in Beijing before returning back to this user point, and then we enter the runway, and then hope that we've even come close to the runway. Yeah, this is the... look at that. There's now more green lines on this display than I've ever seen in my life. This is the life. Flight plan by Dr. Seuss. It really is. The approach is going to kill the fuel efficiency of any plane. Oh yeah, company message. We've got the weather request, don't we? So we have a look at the weather. Got a few messages coming in. We'll check the weather first, and then we'll check out the other message that have arrived, because we need to plug in this approach stuff in. Right, performance, next phase, QNH is 1007, temperature is 5 degrees centigrade, dew point 4, winds are 1307 knots, transition 6000, decision height will be 740. Let's see what you guys are sending me now. So, Atsu, AOC menu, received. We have another message from Iberia, watching stream, nice to see. And got one message from Delta Airlines 2002. Hi Drawyah, hope you have a nice flight. I'm about to landing. I get a pog in chat. Pog. Go get a pog in chat, guys. Cusco approach to... yeah, that's the approach, Cusco. For those of you who remember my Cusco stream where we flew into the mountains, we had an approach just like this, but I think this one's much worse. But, well, the visibility at the very least is much better than what we dealt with last time. We'll now enter the UK. Thames Estuary, just visible in the distance over there. How do you feel on Discord? You got first slight recommendation, I'll go first class. Just drop me a DM, silent treatment, and then basically, like I say, I've got no real rule about the request to flight. The only rules are, make it a real life flight that airlines do in real life. It can be historic, but your choice. And also, make it a flight within reason. I'm not going to do something like 20 hours long with 50 different stopovers. An hour or two, maybe 3 hours. Should do it quite nicely. Yes, Viper, iPad does work. It's currently tracking us into the UK. Brad there, thank you very much. The message again, so small, I can barely see that. Just someone say Pog. So Pogs from Brad. Right, passing through 18,000, we'll turn on the seatbelt sign. I think we're going to figure out what we can do now with this approach. So, seatbelts come on. Drove over 2,000 miles in ETS2 today, very exhausting seat tonight. Very nice, Charlie, hope you enjoyed it.
Please return to your seat as the seatbelt sign is now on.
Have a look at ATIS. Let's update the ATIS here at Luton. Remark, hello Drawyah. Very nice. Quiet day at Luton today, is it? Very quiet day at Luton. How's that been for you, Drawyah? It's been alright, Kingslayer. Could have been worse. I've had a good couple of months, good couple of streams. Certainly chatting to you guys has been a nice morale booster, can't lie. Noticed Connell with the channel to chats, and Davis. Yeah, Davis, welcome to channel to chat. How are you today? How do you get rid of the PACX overlay bridge? What do you might get rid of, Alexander? Oh, how do you get rid? Oh, right. So go down to the desktop, right click, and press toggle HUD, and that hides it. I wanted it, but it crashed out. Well, I'm not sure it didn't crash, but for some reason it just didn't want to start. So having to live without it for now. We'll reduce this to 5,000 now. Percent rate still holding at 1,000 something. We'll drop down to 2,000 feet per minute just to get the airplane a little bit lower. And as soon as we get to the Abbott, we'll then switch off from heading mode and manually vector ourselves into the runway. Yes, FSSim, this is the latest dev version of the A320neo. It's jacket, potato and beans. Actually, it was pretty nice. It was actually rather nice. Can't fault it. Any film replay mod? So it comes out within a week, Alexander. It comes out in 1 week. We've been told now. We're on the final beta version, just waiting for that to be confirmed, and then it comes out on sim markets. Does high clouds affect FPS a lot? Yes, it does, Kingslayer. Yes, it does. Bit of a minor FPS spike there, but it seems to be stable right now. But yes, clouds do impact your FPS. Can you show us how the save comes with set? Sure, so I've got left seat, right seat, overhead panel, FMS, GoPro view, left seat, right seat, and galley. You send the Abbott ones to do start, but at this point I think it won't make a difference. I can add as many waypoints, so if I can add as many approaches as I want to this. The aircraft is never going to fly it. No pilot David, well, kind of David. It's David or David, sorry. I've got a lot of Eastern European watchers, viewers, so therefore I'm going for David, the Polish way of saying it, but probably just David. Yes, it's the A320neo cockpit, David. This is the A320neo. And shout, good shout, Eric. We are about to fly through some cloud. And you know that means Microsoft Flight Sim. Cloud equals, my aeroplane's gone through a frat party all of a sudden. Could you show us how to do a holding pattern? Well, it's not too difficult, Trio. So you head down to the FMS, you go to the, so you text the waypoint you want, it's going to say bus start, hold, you input your inbound course and the direction of stern, how long the holding pattern is, so in the case 1 minute, and how long it will be, 2 miles. Insert that, and then it just gives you the holding on your MCDU. It's on the overhead integrated lighting. Let's turn it up a bit. Aircraft is about to drop below 10,000, so I'll put that back to aircraft control. Get back to speed control. A bit of lighting down on the lower portion here. David or David, Polish way. Anyway, no worries, man. Are you using the A330 mod? Not at the moment, Mohammed, but when it comes out, I shall be for certain. Right, so we're going to break away from this horror show of a course we've got right now. And we're heading for 250. And we'll start with our approach into Luton. It's been a bit of train very much choppy right now. I've got a feeling that might be unreal weather. Switch over to default live weather, see if that fixes it or not. Answer is
sent into London. Flight attendants
not really. Not really. So something else causing lag right now.
Please ensure tray tables are
To try to figure out what it is.
Please also store any carry-on items either in the
We are using it,
pocket
but
or under the seat
PACX
front.
Yashif, we are using PACX, don't you worry. Just trying to figure out what's causing the massive CPU. Is it CPU right now or GPU that's having a heart attack? It's my CPU 65%, GPU at 30%, RAM is at 15 gigs. I presume it's my CPU then right now. That's chugging along. Is it the fly pad, you think? Oh, I think you may be right, actually. Yeah, this is there a way you can turn it off? It's like an off button or a lock button somewhere. Because no, I think you are right. I think it's the tablet that's kicking up. That's going to be interesting. This is the experimental build, Squareness. This is the experimental build of Microsoft Flight Sim, of the X. So this is the custom flight dynamics that the airplane has. See, that's like getting smooth 30 FPS, no problem. It's the flight pad inside the cockpits that's causing our lag at the moment. So let's browser within. Flight pad causing the problems. It needs like an off button, a lock button somewhere that I can click to just to kill it. It's starting to rain now. A bit of rain on the water, a bit of rain on the windshield. I'll switch back to Unreal Weather for the sake of keeping everything up to date. So now that's not causing our lag. Turn it off by pressing the lightning bolt on top right. That's the charging button, isn't it? There's Stansted. Aha! No, don't turn on again. Turn off. Go away. There we go. It's turned off, but the frame rate's still chugging along. Yes, you need to update your Flyboy to get the fly pad. Yes, you do, Jashif. What are the buttons on the right of the screen? Those are cameras and sensors, I presume. This is going to be a interesting landing. That anti-ice has failed us again. Again, there's Stansted Airport. Soon all flight Stansted. I'm waiting for scenery for the area. I'd love to get well. Looks like Guy's going to do it rather than UK 2000. Soon to get here though, 100% will do it yet. Turn off Copilot's screen, let's save a few FPS as well. Try and go for every FPS saving measure I can think of right now. So Copilot screen's off, turn off the tablets. Is a 4-core CPU for Microsoft Flight Sim. How many threads, Kingslayer? 4-core, depends how many threads. 4-core, 4-thread, no. 4-core, 8-thread, probably. Turn off the, yeah, turn off the primary flight display. I'm sure that'll do us great. Seriously, what is causing this horrible memory issue all of a sudden? This has not happened like this before. Never this much. Just Alt F4. Might as well at him. Let's go to 0. Feels like it. It really does. Could we turn down the clouds perhaps? Yes. If we just went to clear weather, would that have any effects? Probably not, but so yeah, no effect. It's that tablet. Close all browsers. I'll kill Edge then. But again, Edge is vanilla, doesn't do anything. It's this thing here. It's early days. It's an experimental project, so I can't like blame Flyboy for this because it's experimental. It's meant to be a testing thing. Just if there's any way you could turn it off properly, I can kind of just sit there in the background doing what it does. Gets worse and worse. that doesn't do anything, Sushi Guy. Because it's rendering the entire... Rendering! Hang on. Let's go to General... graphics. If we turn glass cockpit refresh rates to low... Minor difference, but it's better. Might throw down stable. Probably will do that, Jashif. Probably will need to. Not going too bad, Liam. Was going well until the aircraft started dropping to about 3 FPS. The light bulb under the seat you can turn off. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to do something. I wonder. Turn off the integrated lighting. It's slightly better, apparently. Turn off the anti-ice since we know that doesn't do anything at the moment. Any long haul flights? Not in this. If Sim's running at 2 FPS, probably not. Jashif, probably not. PACX causing an issue with FPS. I've not an issue with PACX. PACX has not caused any frame rate problems for me at all. If anything, it's one of the few mods that seems to be running at normal. And also, I know it's not PACX if we went to external view. External view is smooth, so that's how I know it's a cockpit issue. If there's an issue with PACX or anything externally, then it would not be running smooth outside. It's just internal. Yes, we're approaching Luton Tower. We contacted them as we're established on the approach. None of the flights planned for today had him. It's going to 10 PM here in the UK. It's quite late. The intercept for the approach here is 2,000. So I'll descend further down to 2,000 for the glide slope. Maybe it's not some optimization issue, then we fix an update. It's more than that, Diego. Guessing it is the FlyWire tablet at this point. Yeah, ice is detected. It's on the wing ice. Altimeter set 1007. Noise detected. And engine select ignition. Not bad, eh? Fair enough. Yeah, aircraft's completely covered right now. Try discarding the printouts. Again, they are just static. Also, you can discard them. Did not know you could do that. You can switch between them. I don't think you can get rid of them. Oh, fair enough, you can. It's the tablet. 100% the tablet. It's new, it's experimental. It's there to look good. It's not quite there to function smoothly yet. If you want, you can last comment, please. In regards to what? Sorry, Coco. Last comment what? I'm going to send down to 2,000 now. Flaps. one. Yes, I've got the USA and Japan sceneries from the respective updates. Discard a tablet, checking out the window. If you could, I would. It's experimental for a reason. I'm sure the next update will try and smooth things up a bit, but oh well, early days, what do you expect? Sure, send me a spec, Coco, I'll have a look at them later. No matter what the tablet does, it still looks amazing. Oh, absolutely. Man, all that debate about... Oh no, it works, 109715, so at least got that to establish onto. Tablet didn't cause lag during takeoff, wonder why now. So as the tablet's been sitting there for a long duration of time, my guess it's got a memory leak or it's hogging too much memory, and as a result it's now killing the frame rate of the sim. It's going to be a memory issue for an early day dev thing. The fact is, Microsoft Flight Sim is only using about 30% of my CPU anyway. Let me push this a bit more than that. I decided to be so relaxed, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, you're quite right, it doesn't want to go down to 2000. Let's do it manually, I guess. Have you frozen? Not frozen, Daniel. We're just running very, very slowly while our sim suffers from that beast in our cockpit. Phase right now, we're in descension, mate. You're in descent. Very short. You're going to be in final. Turn on the landing system. Make a right-hand turn. Try to get ourselves an intercept for the runway. 050. So we'll go 040. Yes, we on. We have got anti-ice turned on right now. Go task manager. Already done that, Harry. Already done that. Thank you, Dave for £10. Happy Friday. I'm sure it is if we can get this aeroplane down without too much suffering. Flight sim is running on high right now. Shouldn't be running this badly. Yes, we are running two monitors right now. One for flight sim, one for streaming and suffering. Tune into Luton Tower, and as soon as we're established, we'll then contact them. Flaps 2. Why does it also load then? Because it doesn't work, Weon. Doesn't work. Welcome to Microsoft Flight Sim if this is your first time looking. Yeah, it's not going to work for us. Okay. We're playing the lag. Flight stick using the Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog mark. The Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog. Not staying at Luton, a bit raining, but not particularly snowy Brad at the moment. Just a little bit high on the glide slope there, but again, hopefully try to get that sorted out. We'll turn the localizer mode on.
Luton Tower, hello, with a 6 Juliet Zulu,
Increase the descent rates.
07 Bravo.
With a 6 Juliet Zulu, hello, will you be needing the whole runway today?
Please say again for Wizard 6 Juliet Zulu.
With a 6 Juliet
Perhaps
Zulu,
3, increase the rate even further. We're a little bit high over the runway at this point.
Can you write it to me because I can't hear you?
Oh yeah, you can turn it on until it's off,
that any
but
better?
I keep it on because it just
Yeah, now it's better.
Will you be needing the whole runway today?
gives you the, what's it called? Just gives you more to remind, more to remember. What did you say for a VFR on IVAO? You asked me this before, Harry. You didn't pay attention last time, I guess. You've already asked me these questions. I'll just respond to you every time. Right, we'll turn on the approach mode shortly. And then we'll do our pre-landing checklist. So approach mode on. So much lag. So I even forgot to do landing lights dealing with this frame rate, seriously. Right, gear down, flaps 4. Hello there, Luton Tower, easy 8008, established runway 07.
Easy 8008, hello, Luton Tower. You are cleared to land runway 07. The winds are 150 at 6 knots.
Clear to land, easy 8008. Cabin crew, seats for landing, please. So past 1,000, we'll turn off the autopilot. Cabin crew, seats for landing, please. I think we'll just try this by hand. Yeah, I can make it a bit fast, but it shouldn't cause us too many problems. The approach was way off, but given the circumstances, I don't blame myself for that. Let's see if we try and pull off this. I don't think I need a replay today, because if it's lagging now, the replay is going to be even worse. So I don't think I'm going to have a replay, so I'm afraid. We're at 1660. Should still be overclocking. Yeah, should be doing alright at that profile. It's never failed me before. It's a CPU issue, not GPU, it's a CPU. Level the aircraft off to a little bloated glide slope right now. Just wait for the PAPI to start whitening up again. We're not going to CPU soon. I'm going to remove the tablet first, sushi guy. Gear is down. The only thing we've not, hang on. Gear should be down. Yeah, gear down 3 greens.
With a 6
Fast thrust
Juliet
sets.
Zulu, line up runway 07 and wait.
Line up runway 07 and wait, Wizard 6 Juliet Zulu.
80 knots. 60 knots reverses cuts. Well, we made it, just about. Exit runway to the left.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to London. The local time is 4:05 p.m. and it's currently about 6 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. As this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us and we hope to see you again soon.
This frame rate is really not my side today. We're not on Unicom right now, we're on Tower. We'll get clear of the runway.
07 and ready for departure with 06 Juliet Kilo, Juliet Zulu.
Hello, Luton Ground, Easy A008, pressing taxi to gate.
Easy 8008, welcome to Luton. Is there do you have any preferred stand?
No stand preference, Easy 8008.
Easy 8008, taxi stand 6 via Alpha and Bravo.
Taxi stand 6 via Alpha and Bravo for Easy 8008. Right. So we'll taxi to gates, spot the Wizz Air there about to take off. Hopefully, we'll see who's in the new model matching if all goes to plan. And yeah, the £20, sorry, $20 even, just to go stream and for the model matching on IVAO. No worries, like I say, the model matching, something that I put together today for the sake of trying to get a bit of life in the sim. And it does work. It does work rather well. I've just gone and closed my ground map there because of the the web browser thing. Bet sure Bravo's one I'm going to take off shortly. There goes the Wizz Air. Model matching with a mod warjet that I put together earlier today. This frame rate's not helping taxi at all. Give it a minute. Put the throttle up. There we go. Next flight will be tomorrow morning. How should I say good of ATC? Practice aviation news. Like with everything in flight sim, you practice, 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 and eventually you'll get there. So head down Bravo. This is Delta, but it's one of those days. It's one of those days. What program do you make the mod with?
Easy 8008, you've taken taxiway Delta, but no worries, just continue down Delta onto Bravo.
Delta onto Bravo for Easy 8008. I used comma separated values, CSV, to put together the model matching. Created the database by hand. No tools, no fancy stuff, it's just a couple of hours and an Excel spreadsheet to put it together. Because the model's already there, the model's already part of the XCSL. It was just a case of putting it all together into scripts that the same could recognise. Right, so we'll make a left now onto Bravo. Wait for this transit van to cross over. Yes, Gooseboy, we have just landed. Just about. Yes, Andy, this is the Payway Luton, UK 2000. This is not a bad scenery. UK 2000 Luton's always been a pretty good one. Costs £18, I remember. £18. And I bought this directly from UK 2000 off of their website, not from Marketplace. looking quite busy at the airport here right now. There's all aircraft currently at gates. Slightly floating, I'll have to adjust the coordinates for that one. Right, stand. Oh my gosh, we just missed stand. Well, stand 6 already been occupied. Easy as is, could we take stand 3?
Yeah, no worries. See your model matching's got a bit annoyed there.
Yeah, there's a couple of planes already at gate right now. Traffic like that, IVAO, Riley. It's a mix of IVAO and well, not default scenery, but scenery mod. Mix of mod and IVAO. So that Azel right there is a real person.
Easy455 requesting push and start.
Currently here at
Push
gates.
and start approved and face south.
Push and start approved facing south. Easy455.
I was playing bouncing. Don't think it's bouncing to shift. Right, parking brake sets, back in the horribly laggy cockpits. Switch to AP bleeds. Engines come off. Seatbelt sign. Logbook. So laggy, so laggy. Seatbelt sign off. We'll
sorry, it's right, you can push southwest.
send out to Unicom. We'll get passage off the aeroplane. Not too bad, plane spotting HD, not too bad, just enjoying a super laggy Microsoft Flight Sim. So I can see the model mesh not quite working. That actually been easyJet, not an ASL, so I need to adjust the file later. But hey, it's a bit of work, try to get the model matching working. In fact, there's a chance the reason he's not an easyJet is because his call sign is wrong. Put the IVAO whereby, because it should show easy Y. My guess his call sign is just Easy Echo Zulu. No, it does have an easy Y. I'll look into it. So the Wizz Air works easy, I need to double check. We can always do that later. Right, let's end the flight, let's get passage off the aeroplane. So, slightly ahead of schedule, recommend it work, turns about the airline. Another benefit from that drinks, passengers on board there. U2008, A320neo from Düsseldorf to Luton, 1 hour and 2 minutes flight time. Planned departure was 21:14, part 21:07. Planned arrival 22:24, arrival 22:10. 137 passengers, 95 satisfaction. Landing rate of 324, got time of 1 hour and 17 minutes. I'll drop the flight report in chat if you guys are interested in looking at that. Like I said, there's no replay today because the horribly laggy frame rate would just mean that their aircraft will just, well, fail, so do apologise for no replay today. But here we are, welcome to London Luton. Right, well I know what I'm doing tonight. I'm going to play around the tablet and all that. I'm going to see if I'm trying to figure out what exactly is causing my lag at the moment. But apart from that, I think we're now really at the end of our stream today. So I hope you guys enjoyed the watch. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Do subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for watching. Is these all you, Drawyah? Like I say, I'm sure the model matching has a, well, small things that I can work on. Just try and get the models exactly how they should be. Take care, everyone. Streaming again tomorrow morning. We'll be in Australia. Tomorrow evening, afternoon, might do a flight again here in the UK. Just see how it all kind of goes. Like I say, I've got to work on my sim now, figure out what's causing my lag. Take care, everyone. Have a good one, and have a good night.